So here we are, we're on the test bench. This is it. We had a little bit of a problem with getting a fitting for this box. The thread for the pipe was 1/2 inch 20 teeth per inch. Naturally we didn't have one. But what we did have are some fittings like this. This goes on the main pipe from here, alright, and then I went down to JP's shop and he had one that was a little bit bigger than that, an adapter, and he turned it down to 1/2 inch 20 and it fitted like a glove. I don't think we'll ever use that again, but you never know. So there we are, they've got the box in. We'll fire her up. This is what a box should do. I just had to make an adaptation bracket to go on the end here. I really need to make some sort of a resistance thing, some like damper. Oh, sorry. I need to make some sort of a resistance. I have shed loads of shock absorbers. I was thinking about building one massive shock absorber, you know, like a damper, and fasten it onto the bench somehow, so that when you turned it, it had some resistance. I know resistance is futile, but there you go. Because as it is, you can't tell what the setup of the box is. Like, it feels really nice. It really does feel nice. But is it power steering? I suppose it is, because it is shouting its way back. So one thing I've got to do, which wasn't on the original system when I took this off, there was no washer under this nut. On the Adwests, like for Land Rovers and things like this that we're familiar with, they had a special nut. In fact, I'll show you one. This is the special nut. Now, if you get a cheap rebuild kit, it comes with a nut, but it's just a regular nylock nut. I haven't got one of them either. But it's just a regular nylock nut, and you can see this is completely different. It's like a cone, because the top of the pump, the box here, was recessed. So this went inside, and then it gripped around the threads, and it was very effective. Usually you find a nylock nut like this will leak, and hey, presto, it's leaking. However, this has got a flat top and a flat bottom of this nut here, so I think a copper washer would be nice. I'll anneal one, I'll soften it up, and I'll put it on. So there you go. Put a copper washer under there and that'll stop that leak. It's getting warm now, which is a good thing. I'll leave it for about half an hour, get it nice and hot, and we'll see if there's any leaks. Right, I've completely forgot about this box. It's been on an hour, it's kind of hot, and it gives me a good opportunity to give you a quick look at this thing. I'm going to do a video on this shortly. Well, this is a top-done, what is this one? TC003. Top-Done liked my video about comparing thermal imaging cameras, so they sent me this one. It's really, really good. It's got even better. I like top-done stuff. But I don't know if you can, it's got a bigger screen so you can see it easier. But you can see now it's at about, what's the inlet temperature? 71 Celsius. If it's going to leak, it's going to leak now. Yeah, it's kind of hot. But there's no leaks as far as we can see. Everything's pretty good. Very pleased with it. So what we're going to do now is turn this toy off. I'll put those pictures in and drain it, box it up, get rid of it, and there's another one coming shortly. I think that's out of a London taxi, if my memory serves me well. Anyway, this was an interesting one. See you later.